So this is another refurb that we're currently doing. Let me show you around. Hey guys, so outside I got a little bit shy because the neighbours are always walking around and I didn't want to be there doing all the filming, so I'm going to do it right at the front door. So this flat, we are currently doing a full refurb. It did not need a full refurb, however we wanted to really brighten it up, make it nicer, so I'm going to show you all the key elements. I'm going to talk you through what we're spending, what the plan is, obviously the reality versus expectation versus reality. There is a few bits and pieces that we thought, oh, it doesn't need to get done. Then you look at it and it does need to get done. So let me talk you through room by room what we're going to do, what we've done already, and hope you learn something from it and enjoy it. So for the start, we've got a brand new door, and that is the price of it here. We will have new flooring in here. We're gonna have carpets on the stairs and on the stairs, all of this bit there. This rail has been, or handle, or whatever you call it, for getting up the stairs. You had to get new metal supports for it, and then we just painted it white. So now it's like new, it will go back on, and that's it. The cost of the new supports wasn't too much, maybe 20-30 quid. As we go up, the windows, we're going to keep them. They're double glazed, but we're going to keep them for now because it's a big expense that we can't really afford at this stage. So we're keeping the windows. We're going to change this roll of blind. Those lights, they look good in the video, but they're actually quite dusty and dated. So they will get replaced with a similar type of light. But it's a bit awkward to get up there and replace them. As you can see, they're at a 45-degree angle. And there's another one there, so those two will get replaced, and this is my estimate for the cost. This is all rubbish. I'm going to take all that away to the recycling centre. This light will also get replaced, of course. The loft is up there. The loft is really good. There's a lot of flooring in there, so that one is nice. And let's start doing this room by room. This right there is the bedroom. So what we've had done is the new flooring, new laminate flooring all around for this price. We are going to build an IKEA built-in wardrobe right there. So it will start here, it will go all the way around there. So a nice big IKEA wardrobe for all the clothes and everything else that might be needed. That cost £1,200 roughly. Plus the cost for someone to come and get it all assembled. We're going to use the same guys we use for everything. Here is just more of a storage, but it really just needs a lick of paint, maybe a bit of touching up. It's got a new radiator, let me just show you. So firstly, that's all the floor, all the new flooring right there. They've put some protection on it for now. And then we've got new radiators right there. So radiators, we've replaced them in a few places, but really the radiators were, I think about £150 each, or maybe £200 each. So not cheap, but you have this new style, beautiful radiators. Let's go to the next room. Here we have the living room. Again, a bit of a store, but the floor is tiled, as you can see. It doesn't need to get anything done. The tiles are still nice, they're still in good condition, so the tiles are staying. A bit of a workshop in here, but we've got the two sofas that are stored in here. And to be honest, this room doesn't need that much. Again, it's going to get painted, new lights. The door was already painted, the sockets and the switches will all get replaced with new ones. Apart from that, not too much else. So this one is just more of a workroom, but after all the refurb is done, all of it will get tidied up. We're going to put a new sofa that's right there. Some of the furniture will come from another flat, get it fitted out, new blinds, and that's it. So quite an easy one for the living room. Here we have the bathroom. You can't see everything in this video, but how it's going to look is this is going to go. We don't need this anymore. The sink will keep for maybe another rental flat potentially. We're going to have the sink, so the wall just ends right here. So we're going to have a floating sink in there. We're going to have a the LED mirror with the light and stuff right there on this wall here. So floating sink and shelves, LED mirror right there. We already have the toilet kind of installed. Let me just show you right there. We have the new tiles right there. This is the old toilet, but what's going to happen is that all the installation has been done, so really going to have the bidet in here for washing your private parts. This will all get tiled. There's going to be a new floating toilet that will go in there with a button that goes here. We had a brand new bath put in, and then the shower will go somewhere in here for the shower. And yeah, the bathroom is a bit of a big project, but we've done it before and we kind of know what we're doing. So a bathroom like this, really, we've spent a bit more because we went for a lot of the Groy appliances, so probably just all the bits and pieces, elements, bath, toilet, all this stuff was probably about £2,000. Then the tiles were probably £1,000, so we're talking potentially about £5,000 to get it to this level, but well, the level it's going to be, not this level. But when it's done, it's going to be gorgeous. You know, with the tiles and stuff, it's going to be gorgeous. So when someone walks in here, they'll be like, wow. So it's a worthwhile investment. Let's go to the next room. This is a room full of mess. So in here, we're going to have the light removed. As you can see where the window is right there. There was an old wooden thing for the blinds. We removed that, replastered it. There's a new radiator that I will show you in a second. Let me just show you actually. It's hard to just do it all like this. So, right there, new light. This is not the new light, but there will be a new light there. This was replastered because this was quite an old style that we didn't really like it. We had to move the radiator. So as you can see, the plumbing is still right there. It's still exposed and the radiator is now there, right there. And it used to be somewhere here. So the radiator position was moved. Again, brand new radiator, a bit of plastering. This wall, feature wall, whatever you call it, that's going to go, and we're just going to make it nice and white. And then in this cupboard here, we have removed the shelf, painted it. So that's going to go back on in here. Going to have a couple of shelves in the bottom there for shoes, and then same on that side for more storage for shoes. So again, I'm saying full refurb, but really so far it's very simple. This is the kitchen, guys, and this is where most of the blood, sweat and tears have went. So the kitchen is getting completely redone. Let me just talk you through it bit by bit. So the kitchen was previously in here, which is away from the window. So it's not very convenient because you're basically facing a wall where you're trying to wash dishes and cook and stuff. So what we decided to do is we replumbed it all. There's a new boiler in there. You can see, new boiler. But we've done all new plumbing, put new boiler in, and we've removed all this. That's just going to be like a table. That would be nice for having some bits and pieces with food. You know, if you want to eat something, there's going to be a light in here. Those lights will go. There's going to be a new fan. All the plumbing was moved so that the sink is now going to be there. There's going to be a dishwasher, a wine fridge. Let me show you. So just to show you a bit better, you've got a cupboard in there. This is the boiler. There's a special part that was built in. There's an access for the pipes and the plumbing there. I've just realised I was recording in some cinematic mode so you couldn't see things properly. So again, the kitchen used to be all here instead of there. So that was all moved, all the plumbing, everything was moved. Now the sink is going to be here, so you can be doing your stuff and looking at this beautiful view of the garden, which is much better. All the lights are going to get replaced. Obviously there's a lot of plastering that was done there. In here was another extra little room. We got all that destroyed and moved. So right now we've got all this extra space as a result. This fan is going to go, a new one is going to be installed. A lot of wiring had to move from this wall onto that wall in there for the oven, etc. So a lot of wiring had to be redone as well. So a bit of a nightmare in the kitchen, huge project. The floor went, all the tiles got destroyed, replastered, repainted. Still a lot of work to do, but we're almost there. So we've got this cupboard there, which is the boiler, the special bit for the microwave that was built in. And then this one is really cool. If you open that, we've got all the bins and recycling in there. Then you've got more cupboards going along there and on the top. You're really maximising the space. In here we're going to have a hall into the outside, and there's going to be a beautiful Samsung extractor fan put in there as well. And the cooker, a brand new gas cooker, a hob, whatever you call it, will be installed right there. The cupboards are there. We've got the dishwasher, we've got the wine fridge, we've got the oven. We're going to have loads of different types of drawers. And then in here, the space that we freed up, we're going to have a nice fridge in here and another sort of unit with sliding out doors for extra storage. So yeah, it was a nightmare of a project, honestly a nightmare. We've had a couple of kitchens bought second hand. We have combined bits and pieces from it. And now what we've done is we've realised that a lot of the doors, as you can see, they're like a bit cracked and scratched and stuff. So what we've actually done is we've ordered all brand new doors. So now the kitchen, all the carcasses are in very good condition. We want the doors to be new. We want the kitchen to be pretty much as new as possible. So all those doors are going to be replaced to brand new doors. So it's going to be beautiful. It's obviously going to be a brand new door in there, and everywhere. All the appliances are new. This oven is brand new. Bosch, I think it is, really good. Smeg dishwasher. I can't remember what the hob is, but everything's brand new and beautiful. So once it's done, it's going to be really nice. The washing machine and dryer are also going in here as a tower. We already got all the electric sorted for that. So yeah, it was really easy until you get to the kitchen. So kitchen and bathroom will be the majority of this refurb. But once it's done, every centimetre of this kitchen is going to be beautiful and it's going to be worth it. So let's continue, see what else I've not shown you yet. So this is what I've already showed you in the kitchen. Still a bit of work to do, but we are certainly getting there. And this unit will go in here. Towel, washing machine and dryer in there. Fridge in here. And then a table straight to the wall, or a bit of worktop will go there with a new light. So very nice. This floor is going to be with luxury vinyl flooring, LVT flooring that looks like tiles, sort of white in colour. So that's going to be all covered. We're going to have new plinth going in the bottom. And that same floor will continue into the hall. This room will just be the same laminate as that one. And then it will continue into this bit there, into here. We've had a new consumer unit installed, the latest one, so that's much nicer now. I've shown you that bedroom. I have shown you the bathroom. I've shown you the other bedroom, the living room. So that's pretty much it. Alright guys, so now let's talk about the costs. So this flat, we have overpaid. So the market value was £100,000. We've paid 105 with a mortgage. So you had to add £5,000 to the deposit because the mortgage can only be borrowed for the value that it is. But the reason for that is because in this area, it's only 2 in a block. We only have the downstairs neighbour. It is really quiet. It's really nice. It's, as far as Easter House goes, this is the best bit. It's really, really good in here. So we've overpaid. We wanted to secure it for ourselves. Yes, it's not cheap. The refurb is probably going to be in the region of £25,000, so not cheap, but we're going for a really sort of premium finish in here. We are going for nice radiators, high-end radiators, nice sofas, nice appliances. The end value of this flat, I think, is not going to go massively up. So if it's 105 value, 25 refurb, 130, I think it's going to be worth roughly that. Anyway, maybe even a bit less. But as far as this property goes, it's really worthwhile doing it up nicely. And to be honest, this one is not an investment property. This is a property where my parents are going to live and retire. So when it's for your personal name or your family, you can afford to go above. You can afford to not look at it as a 100% business decision. You know, if you want to go something a little bit more fancy, you can just do it. So yeah, £105,000 purchase price, £25,000 refurb, including all appliances, furniture, all the bits and pieces. So £130,000 all in, but it's going to be absolutely like dream. It's going to be a dream, right? So for £130,000, they're going to move into a dream place. A lot of other parts of the country and the city, what can you get for 130,000? Not too much, you know, you might have to pay 200 plus do a full refurb. So we are very lucky with where we are and how we can do those things. Obviously the business, the contacts are helping us a lot, getting all this over the line and done. But hopefully this gives you an idea of another refurb. It doesn't seem massive, it seems like, oh, just a bit here, a bit there, but when you try to really dig deep into each room, when you start uncovering things that need to be replaced, it just drags on and on and on. So because we're only using one guy, obviously the boiler was changed by someone else, but because we're only using one guy for most of the other repairs, we're talking about 3-4 months to get it done. But although he works slowly, he does it with very high quality. So when it comes to my parents' place or our place with my wife, you know, he's worthwhile using because the finish is much better than most people have used before. So, okay, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this walkthrough and this analysis, and I'm looking forward to the next videos. It's quite difficult because all the properties are occupied with tenants, so I can't just move in and be like, oh, hey guys, yeah, I'm the landlord and I'm just going to walk around and see. I want to give them the privacy and the respect, but when I'm maybe next in some of the other properties for a repair, I will do a bit of filming just to show you guys. I'll also do more spreadsheet analysis, and there's also loads more videos that are on my mind that I want to do. I want to learn myself and teach you guys. So stay tuned, subscribe, and thank you.